You guys are not ready for this story. My father gave himself the challenge to do the Moroccan Desert Rally Trans-Maroc this year. One problem, he doesn't know how to drive in off-road track and more particularly in the sand. So he organized a trip with his friends that already did a lot of rally. He is the newbie or we are the newbies. So we meet early in the morning as we will have more than 400 kilometers from Marrakecha to the Cheggega dunes. It is amazing to see how every 30-50 kilometers the landscape is transforming and taking new shapes, new colors and population. The mountains are powerful, the fields are green and the deserts are red. We're stopping by to get a lunch and to relax. The food is good, the pool is very cool. And we set up the motto of one of us and take the road back. We're passing the last city, Fromsging. We're now going off-road and following the tracks. So it starts. We need to stop to refresh ourselves and also appreciate the monumental views we're facing. We saw a restaurant in the middle of nowhere, literally. But the most crazy thing was this guy that appears out of nowhere. With his bike, he was attempting to pass through the desert. The funny part is gonna start, so be ready. But first, if you find this story cool, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me in my work. Thanks, folks. At the end of the afternoon, we arrive at our camp. It's a Bedouin camp, really well maintained with more equipment that I was anticipating. Small tents that look like houses, electricity, that's perfect for my cameras and batteries, and even hot water to shower. It's luxury. But right now there is no time for resting or shower. We directly go back in the 4x4 to start training ourselves in the dunes. As we drive there, we're following Zakaria, our guide. We see a landscape that you see only in the movies. Driving from hills to hills with the sun on the horizon, the warm wind of the desert is hitting your face, and camel caravan is passing next to you. The first sensation is good but also scary. Controlling the wheels is complex on the sand. They're skidding every time you turn, even a tiny bit, and you have to strongly turn the other way to compensate. And what had to happen, happened. After passing a hill, we fall into a hole where we lost our speed. After many tries of going backwards as much as possible and then going as fast as possible to climb up, we surrender. One local guide that joined us from the camp helped and taught us few things on how to get out of this situation, and most importantly, how to avoid it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when you're into the dunes like that, you're facing many fears. The car can roll on the side, you're blocked into the sand and can't pull it out, and the fact that you can lose yourself quite easily too. Literally, we all have talkie-walkies for that case as it's real. Once the sun starts to go down, it's extremely difficult to differentiate the hills from the holes. You don't have the contrast thanks to the shadows of the dunes during the day. Well, that evening we failed many times in the dunes. Blocked down in a hole on the side of a dune, it was too steep to climb. This first encounter with the desert felt like a struggle. We now understand that driving in the dunes of the Sahara Desert is a real skill to learn and a challenge for ourselves. We try to get some sleep to regain some energy and meditate on our errors from the day. Well, the night was suffocating with the warmth of the desert and couldn't sleep that much. Anyway, to recomfort ourselves, we admire this incredible spectacle, the sunrise from the dunes. This gives us some courage for this day, hoping we will be able to do better than yesterday. Ready to see the continuation of the video? Hit the like button to let me know you like it. As we all wake up quite early, we don't wait for the breakfast and go directly into the dunes. So we start again, the 3 4x4 following one to each other. We're following Zakaria. He's opening the road with his knowledge of the desert, where to go, which hills to take rather than the other, and more. This morning, our driving skill is already better as we understand some fundamentals on how to turn, accelerate, and read the sand. Zakaria taught us that the dunes are more compact in the morning, simply because the sand is cold. While when it's the afternoon or the evening, the sun has been heated by the sun the whole day and it gets more liquid. So what it means is that yesterday we tried the hard way, and he knew it. That was a hazing, eh? Well, fair enough, we continued throughout the morning, but still with some failings, and this one I will remember for a very long time. We've made the best epic fail at the top of the dune. Look at that. That scene, you only see it in cartoons. To give you some insights, this is because we didn't accelerate enough while going up. But imagine, when you go up on a dune like that, you only see the sky. It's so scary, guys, you have no idea. But this episode and some others make us learn so much. At the end of the day, the best way to learn is to try, and eventually when you fail, then you learn even more than when you already succeed the first time. And there is a really comforting fact that we're all passing by this stage of failing and learning. Maybe some are quicker than others, but even our expert local guide Zakaria had this struggle at the beginning. It's a new skill for us, and it takes time to master it. After those 3 days of intense driving in the desert, in the sand, my dad learned how to drive his 4x4 in the dunes. That was a dream of his for years. It's been 30 years he's having various 4x4, maybe even more. But that's the first time he's using it in this condition, in the desert. Well, now you are ready for your rally, Dad. I'm really proud of you. And I was quite happy to accompany him in this trip. It was, in overall, an amazing experience. This whole context of going at the doors of the desert to learn how people live there and practicing 4x4 in the dune, I mean, it's just something everyone should do if you like adventure, adrenaline, funny and scary moments, and sharing also. That's definitely something for you. And also, thanks a lot, Zakaria, for all the knowledge that you shared with us on that trip, your patience also, for all our fails in the dunes. And everyone that's listening this video and want to experience this kind of amazing adventure, if I'm not mistaken, Zacharias would love to make you discover the desert like we did in this video. C'était comment là? C'était top! I'll put in the description his information if you want to reach him. Thank you everyone for watching the video till the end. You can tell me in the comments what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!